Big noise in the market right now is GDPR, the General Data Protection Regulation. This is the new European law for data protection that is replacing and superseding other local country laws. And it still applies despite Brexit for the UK. It comes into place as being enforced on May the 25th, 2018, so we're not that far off. And the real impact it's going to have is businesses are truly accountable for what they do with data, and the consequence of getting it wrong is high. So with telephony, where does that fit? So one of the parts of GDPR is the right to is gaining consent from a customer, the right to use their data. Because you don't own it, you have a right to use. Now that's great if they fill a form in on a website or they've got something electronically trackable. What if they give you it verbally? What if over the phone your agent, do you mind if we include you in this list? How are you going to track that? Now your agent ticking a box in a system or a CRM is not enough because there isn't proof. What you've got is a box ticked, you're now going to start mailing them or doing whatever that invokes. So having a call recording of that simple piece against the right instance that you can pull out easily is going to be important. The other thing that's going to be important is where you do call recordings for training purposes, coaching or customer service evidence, is that the customer has the right to be forgotten. So you've got to be able to identify and remove all data on their request, including those call recordings. So one of the important things about call recordings is going to be making it attainable for an individual. What we've seen historically is typically this is a compliance piece. So it's all stored in some back-end system with high rights and admin, and no one can get to it. And if you wish to request it, there's a whole process, but it's not easily accessible by the agent or by the account manager for that account. What we do is make it really easy. We put that data right against the record in Salesforce so that you can find the call recordings quickly and easily. Compliance has their view, but the business has their view that can operate on a daily basis. And with GDPR, you're going to have to move rapidly, and this is going to come up more and more and more, so it's got to be easier. And we deliver that really easily and affordably. Full compliance, and it's going to help people. It doesn't fix GDPR, it's a small component, but we tick that box. So what we'll do in our system is we'll record any interaction, whether the agent's called out, whether the customer's called in. We can even do this if you direct the call out to a mobile and you're calling from a different number. So there's some clever stuff we do to make sure you capture the recording. We will then put that against the customer's record based on the phone number identification. But of course, because we put it in Salesforce, you can then relate that to other parts of the system. The other advantage of having the call recording is often the knock-on effect outside of GDPR of coaching, training, any disputes. We encourage people often to listen back to the recording, because when you're talking to someone, you're not fully engaged because you're thinking about what you're going to say next. What we give you is the option to quickly reverse back. Let's think of a sales environment. For a sales leader to say to their team, review that call. It's important, go back and review it. You can listen back to your own call easily in situ, in Salesforce, without having to do compliance piece. That's a major advantage because you can pick up things you missed. Because you were in listen and talk mode, now you're just in listen mode. And the stats all prove there's more engagement and understanding through doing this.